Hi, welcome back to CBSE Board Economics. My name is Saddam Hussain. I welcome you all. Today we are discussing the last unit of Indian economic development. The name of the unit you can see on the board, Development Experience of India, a comparison with neighbors. This unit is important because it carries 8 marks. In this unit, there are no chapters. One unit, unit number 8, and one chapter. What you will be discussing in this unit, India's neighbors, Pakistan and China. How do these three nations, how do these three countries help in their economic development? They have close similarities. All these three economies have started their economic development at the same time. All these three countries have got their independence almost at the same time. Like India and Pakistan, they got independence in 1947, and China was established in 1948. They almost started their economic planning at the same time, and the 5-year plans they started, they have similar strategies and they have similar goals to develop their economies. But of course, China has developed much faster compared to India and Pakistan. So, how do these three countries help each other in their economic development? They form small groups like SOC, like G20 group, G20, G80 and ASEAN, these countries to help each other, and they all had globalization, LPG, liberalization and privatization. So they learned from the experiences of each other. Now today we'll be discussing about, look at this question here, what similar development strategies have India, Pakistan and China followed for their respective developmental paths? What similar development strategies have India, Pakistan and China followed for the respective development paths? So what are the similarities in their development paths? The first similarity, all started at the same time. I just told you, all the countries like India and Pakistan, they got independence in 1947, and the Republic of China and the People's Republic of China was established in 1948. All started at the same time. The second point, India and Pakistan got independence in 1947, which I told you, and China was established in 1949. India's first 5-year plans, they started their 5-year plans in 1951, and Pakistan in 1956, slightly later, and China in 1953. So the 5-year plans, all the countries had the same 5-year plans. That is India 1951, Pakistan 1956, 1953, China. Keep in mind, they might ask you 1 mark question, when were the first 5-year plans started in India? They can ask you in Pakistan, they can ask you in China. You just have to write the year. India and Pakistan. So these are the guiding principles for you. You know what? They give a lot of importance to public sector, large public sector and social development expenditure. Why they gave a lot of importance to public sector? Because the private sector was not well developed when these two countries got independence. Hence, public sector was given a big role. That is, the government took major responsibility of economic development, and they spent huge development on social reforms or social development. Till 1980, all countries have similar growth rate. Till 1980, they started in 1947 and 1948, but all these three countries had the same growth rate and same per capita income and same GDP. After 1980, China moved faster compared to India and Pakistan in their economic development. In 1980, all countries have similar economic growth. India and Pakistan have made slow and irregular progress. China made fast progress. So what it means here, what are we discussing about? What similar development strategies have India, Pakistan and China followed for their respective development paths? Basically, this unit, Development Experiences of India, a comparison with neighbors, this unit carries 8 marks. So, in this unit, basically, we will be studying how India, Pakistan and China helped each other in their economic development. What similarities do they have? How they helped each other. What similar development strategies have India, Pakistan and China followed for their respective development paths? So these are the brief guidelines. All these three economies started at the same time. The second point, India and Pakistan got independence in 1947. Both these countries, and China was established in 1949. The third point, keep this point in mind, India's first 5-year plan was adopted in 1951, Pakistan in 1956 and of course China in 1953. India and Pakistan large public sector and social development. They adopted because the private sector was not so powerful. They didn't have that much capacity for investments. So the government or the public sector took up the responsibility to develop the economies. Till 1980s, the fifth point, all countries have similar economic growth rate. So after that, I just told you, India and Pakistan have made slow and irregular progress compared to China. China made a fast progress in economic development. So in this case, we are discussing what similar economic development strategies have India and Pakistan followed for the respective development. This is not India, Pakistan and China. All the three countries, what they followed. India, Pakistan and China have many similarities in their developmental strategies. What are these similarities? All these three countries, India, Pakistan and China. The first point, all three nations started their developmental path at the same time. The second point, India and Pakistan got independence in 1947 and People's Republic of China was established in 1949. Third point, all the three countries had started planning their developmental strategies in similar ways. India announced its first 5-year plans in 1951, Pakistan announced in 1956 and China in 1953. And since 2013, Pakistan is working on the basis of 11th 5-year development plan. That is 2013 to 18, while China is working on the 13th 5-year plan. This is 2016 to 2020. Until March 2017, India has been following 5-year plan based developmental model. India and Pakistan adopted similar strategies such as creating a large public sector and raising public expenditure on social development. Until 1980s, all three countries had similar growth rates and per capita incomes. All three countries have performed differently. India and Pakistan have made slow and irregular progress as compared to China, which has made a fast progress.